Immediately when I met him, I could probably say that I was kind of taken aback by how comfortable he was. He just kept saying, like, yeah, that's online. You can trust me.
Hopefully you can trust me now.
I do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do.
Back in the day, Nikocado really messed with my reputation. He got many thousands of people to believe absolute lies about me. And so yes, it does feel good to finally get all these views saying, oh my God, you exposed Nikocado before it was cool. I want to say that Nikocado's been doing this to people for a very, very, very long time. And a lot of people have been using my footage and other people's footage recently to prove that, because these things are starting to surface. And I think people, now that Nikocado's kind of been exposed a little bit, people are feeling more comfortable about coming out and telling their stories about what he's done to them. I do have evidence that he's been bullying people since high school. I think it all starts in 2012, where I make a video called Utopia or Oblivion. It's about how we're all crazy humans who made a big mess and now we gotta clean it up. He saw the video, he loved it. He saw it, and that's the first reason he contacted me. He said, I loved your video so much on Facebook Messenger, and that's when we started talking. Fast forward to 2014, him and I meet in person at the Woodstock Fruit Festival. I'm getting married to my wife Anna, and he is playing violin at our wedding. He was asked to play because people knew he played. He volunteered, was happy to volunteer, was excited to volunteer. I say all this because later he makes a video full of lies saying that they should have paid him, and he totally tries to destroy this festival unfairly in so many dishonest ways. But anyways, he plays for our wedding. He does a beautiful job. Unfortunately, when I'm making a post thanking everybody on Facebook, I forget to mention him. I think that's the first thing that I do that really pisses him off. I think he made a comment or something. Somebody made a comment that brought to attention that I didn't thank him. So I immediately went on the post and edited the post and thanked him, said he did a beautiful job. But anyways, I think that's the first thing I did that really bothered him. Second thing I did was I came up to him to thank him in person for doing what he did at the wedding. And I was really socially awkward back then, like super socially awkward. Like I hated talking to people, couldn't look people in the eyes. I didn't want to be talking. It's a whole nother story, but like I was just super awkward, right? And so I thanked him. It was probably something like this. I was like, hey Nick, thanks for playing at my wedding. Or something. Then I walked away awkwardly. It was like terrible. It was really bad, right? And he took it really personally. Third thing, he was making a bunch of drama on his Facebook page. He did a lot of that. He is Nikocado Avocado, right? He became Nikocado Avocado because he was eating insane amounts of avocados. He would eat like 19 avocados in a mukbang. And he was in this community called the low-fat, raw vegan community. Low-fat, high-carb, that's what we eat, right? And he's eating a ton of avocados. So he had people being like, yo, bro, you should probably not eat so many avocados. And being Nick, he takes everything super personally, didn't like that one bit. So he was at war with this community, right? And so he was making drama videos about how he can eat high fat and it's fine and blah, blah, blah. And our beef came from him using this drama on Facebook to plug his YouTube channel. I just felt like it was shady, it wasn't done with integrity. But I came up to him in private message and said, yo, inspect your integrity. You're making a lot of drama on Facebook and using it to plug your YouTube channel to get more views. I felt like I was friends enough with him where I could give a little constructive criticism, but no, I couldn't. That was a big mistake. That really, really pissed him off. So in the coming days after that, I get a strike on my YouTube channel. It says, Carlos Plaus put a strike on this video, said that you used footage that was his. It was actually a YouTube video where I did use somebody else's footage. I didn't really know what I was doing back then. I shouldn't have done it, but it wasn't Carlos Plaus. It was not somebody named Carlos Plaus's footage. So I look into Carlos Plaus. I find out that the only comments it's ever made, the only channel it's had any engagement on is Nikocado's, and the comments were ridiculous. They were like, oh my god, you're so amazing. You're like the coolest YouTuber ever. And it became painfully obvious that it was a fake account, and Nick was using it to not only put a strike on my channel, but to garner support, fake support on his own channel. And so I asked him, hey Nick, this Carlos Plaus guy seems to like you a lot. Will you ask him to maybe, because he's so much your fan, will you ask him maybe to please take this strike off my channel? And he's like, yeah, sure, of course. And he was like, oh, after like a week went by or something, he's like, yeah, I tried, he didn't answer. I have a whole video about this. You can watch the details about this. But basically, I say, as a way to kind of get this copy strike off my back and also kind of prove that it's Nick, I say, hey, it's okay. I know how I can find out who it is. I'm a computer nerd. I'm a hacker. I can find out his IP address as soon as I dispute the claim. 10 minutes after I send that to Nick, the claim is taken off my YouTube account. Obviously Nick, who did it. Nick and Orlin are totally ridiculous. They keep asking me to do things for them. Eventually I'm like, okay, no. You put a strike on my channel. I'm not doing anything for you. Maybe in the future, if you apologize and Nick's really nice to me for a while, I'll start being friends with you guys again. So Nick doesn't say anything until I think the 2015 Woodstock Fruit Festival, where he comes up to me on the first day, says, yeah, he admits that it was me, that it was him. He apologizes, and he tells me that he did it because two reasons. One of them I will not mention because I feel like it's too personal, but one of the reasons is because he was jealous of my camera equipment and my YouTube channel, my skills, and blah, blah, blah. This is his pattern. This is what he does. It's like war with this kid. Like if you slip up a little bit, he's gonna take advantage of that to the fullest, to try to destroy you, to ruin your reputation, to get people to not trust you. And I think this is the first time he did it, unless he was doing this in high school too.
Posting that video was really scary because I felt like even after I posted it, I'm crazy. I'm over dramatic. That's what I am. But I was scared. So I posted the video. And within a couple hours, I got an email and a DM from someone, and they showed me proof that they had met Nick in New York, and they showed me pictures of their Snapchat between him and Nick talking about that date. Nick had a date in New York City. He was a little bit upset that he had spent a lot of time and perfume and money on food for this guy that he met in New York, and they didn't do anything afterwards. And he said, December 21st, when I posted my video that day, he said, Nikocado did it to me. I am that boy that 2 video is about. I would love to talk to you about it. We have a lot in common. I have all the screenshots as well. And then he showed me screenshots of Snapchat and a picture that he took with Nick. And I said, hey, I got your email. I'm so sorry that something like this is how we're connecting for the first time, but thank you so much for reaching out. I'm so sorry for what happened in New York. I'm sorry you had to watch a video being made about you like that because the night didn't go as planned. Are you okay? He said, yes. I really was not in the moment. I was so scared because he kept making all these posts about how he was going to tell this big story about me. And I kept begging him to not post anything about me because unlike him, I'm just a regular person with no level of fame. In the original video, he showed me, but with an emoji over my face, and proceeded to call me a loser. It was just so crazy because like he did to you, he made me feel so comfortable in person when we first met. We talked all night, and then when I left, he gave me a hug and said it was nice meeting you, and I said it was nice meeting him too. So I thought we left on good terms. Then on Snapchat, he told me he was pissed that I didn't hook up with him. And I was so confused because I thought we left happy. And then he went and filmed that rant video about me, and he got so much hate for it, he took it down. And then he made another one about me, but once again got hate and took it down. But it's scary because we filmed a regular video, so he has that footage of me, in addition to some naked pictures. I was so happy when it was all over because he could have destroyed me, and still could.
I personally think that that was highly relevant to Nick's pattern of behavior. And if I hadn't made that video, I wouldn't have spoken to this guy from New York. I wouldn't have known that he felt exactly the way I felt, scared, confused, threatened, bullied. So yes, I think it's important to point out people's patterns of behavior, especially if it's a creator who's using their platform to threaten and to bully others.
So in this 40-minute long video, some of the things Nick said was that I called this person retarded, which I never did. In fact, it was just a projection of Nick's. I have evidence that Nick says that this person he thinks he's mentally ill. He said that I was slut shaming this girl, saying that I was anti-breastfeeding. None of that was true. You can watch my video. I can prove that that's not the case. He said that I never thanked him for him playing at the wedding. Again, not true. We thanked him publicly, privately, in person, on Facebook. Both Anna and I did. He said that Anna didn't thank him either. On my Facebook, there's a thing that you can go and read along with watching Nick's video, and it shows everything that he lied about. It's funny, in this video with Stephanie Sue, he was saying, oh, I never filmed anybody without their permission. But he did. In one of these videos, all of these videos are deleted, by the way, but in one of these videos, he filmed this girl, Lisa, without her permission, and then used the footage later in these videos, which I believe is completely illegal. Really messed up. And in the video, shows these conversations where he's literally asking her to buy a house for him, and then he later goes and throws her under the bus. The amount of things he's done to people is absolutely insane, and it doesn't just end here. It goes on for years between this point to Stephanie Sue. Pink ASMR, I don't even know who these people are. I didn't even look at their thing. Veronica Wang. I'm in contact with a lot of these people that he's messed with over the years. Brianna Jackson, for example, I have conversations. I'm not going to get into them because she just made a video and she didn't want to get into it. But I have a conversation that says, hey, I just want to see you're well. I thought a lot of negative things about you just from hearsay, but watching your older videos, wow. So Nick screwed with her, and then she saw my video and then was like, wow, Nick made me think that Rainey was this terrible person, but now that I've seen his video, it's clear that Nick was the terrible person and he was just manipulating me all along.
And for anyone that doesn't know, you know, Nick is not just some random person that I made a video about. We were friends. I went traveling with him for 3 months during summer 2016. We went to Thailand, we went to Bali, we did everything together. We shared a bed, we shared food, we literally spent the whole day together. There weren't many times that we were apart, so a lot happened between us, a lot of things that you guys don't know. You don't know the shit that he did to me. Will I ever forgive him for what he did to me? No. And will I apologize to him? Hell fucking no. Now, I'm not about to tell you guys the full story. This is not what this video is about. I don't feel like you need to know everything that happened between us, but of course, me just saying this, there's going to be people that are like, oh, you're just making that shit up, I'm sure he was a great friend to you, blah blah blah. So I'm just going to play some voice notes. Again, you're not going to know the full story, but you're going to hear some of the shit that he said to me.
But you don't realize how you come across to people. You look like a miserable, wet dog. Even Ellie said she's always asking you. And you have this disgusting scowl on your face all the time when we're going out to restaurants. Look, Brianna, if you're antisocial, and you're so fucking out of it sometimes. You didn't even see the camera in the kitchen recording me, asking you questions. You didn't see any of it. I have dozens of videos of you treating me like shit, ignoring me, giving me smart-ass responses. The combo of you asking me why, the combo of me asking why you lied about the collab video, the parts of the mukbangs where you acted like a negative lump in the log. I have all of it. You acted like an entitled brat. So, I have the screenshots. I have Ellie's phone call recorded. You have made both of us uncomfortable.
The voice notes were very threatening, and it really showed me his true colours. And again, you guys don't even know the full story. You don't know exactly what he did. For the record, the girl that he mentioned in those voice notes who apparently hated me, Ellie, she's still one of my best friends. I just saw her in November in Florida. We are very good. So yeah, he did a lot of shit to me that showed me that I would never ever trust him again. I don't want to know him. You know, again, it's been 3 years. Maybe he is a totally different person just like I am, but I don't care. I still don't want to know him. I will never forgive him, and I sure as hell will never apologize to him.
Fast forward to today, I think Stephanie Sue and Zach and a bunch of other people probably feel these same exact thoughts about Nick. They just want an apology. They just want him to recognize what he's done, and they'll move on. Everybody will move on. But he won't.
One consistent narrative that Nikocado has always had is tearing people down to bring himself back up. And so he has just done so much that he is claiming that I am, that he is completely guilty of all these things. Yeah. And it is a consistent with his channel. This situation with me, I made a huge effing mistake, and I'm so sorry about it, but this doesn't define my character. And it's very sad that someone who is like this feels like they need to portray who they are onto other people. Why is he acting like he knows me? And he's done this to other people. He like pretends like he knows. Actually, I'm gonna link a video down below where
Nikocado Avocado, he has been very manipulative, you know.
He went off on him and like on a Facebook post and pretended like his friend had a fake account when he actually is the person with fake accounts.
The way he said it, he goes, I know you're using your fake account, as if we spoke about a fake account, which was never the case, because I don't have time to have fake accounts. He ended up being exposed for having fake accounts himself.
He doesn't know anything, that I don't have management, I have nothing. Okay, so let me understand, you made an effort to say that I wasn't this bad person, but then you just completely painted this narrative of me being this shitty person.
Criminal even.
Criminal even, yeah. But wait, can we just check out this title? Veronica Wang attacks me and spreads nasty lies.
Regarding Sass ASMR.
I really think it's the opposite, but okay.
We're not taking their channel down and cutting off their voice box. We're not filing lawsuits against them. We just say people will have their opinion.
When did I file a lawsuit against them?
Shame on you. This isn't a place where we are trapped in a corporate box, where we are filtered and screened with our thoughts to match a brand awareness or an agenda. We work for ourselves. It is YouTube. It is you. YouTube. And this is a threat to all of us. All it takes is to file a false claim against someone. And unless they appeal it, they're done. She chose the copyright, which is a lawsuit.
He's just talking about like how you said lawyer. You just said lawyer.
But that's the thing. He's acting like I filed a lawsuit. No, lives are exactly all in the course of 24 hours. He's acting like this is like in the new year. It wasn't in the new year. It was during that time, and I haven't done a live like this. This video is for the community. This video is for Shukbang. I am sorry to you guys. I don't own Nikocado Avocado. Nothing. He inserted himself, into this situation. I don't believe a single word that comes out of his mouth that he was being genuine. So this has just been a lot. It's been a lot of repetitive things. I made my mistakes. I apologized to Shukbang in private. I briefly apologized to everyone in my last video that I posted on my channel that I took down, because I realized that as a influencer I have to apologize to everyone, and I made that mistake. And that's about it. That's all I have to say about that.
So today we're going to be doing a response video to Nikocado Avocado's recent video that he made where he talks smack about me.
When I was in Bangkok still, I ended up leaving. And we're gonna get into the motherfucker who kept on saying, can we collab up here? Oh no, I'll come see you. Oh yeah, I'm in the fucking PP Islands, so what?
Yes, I'm in Thailand right now. Yes, I was on the PP Islands. No, I never tried to collab with you, Nikocado. I really don't understand why you would say this. Me and Nikocado were gonna do a collab a while ago, I think when he was in Los Angeles, but I got sick and I told him I couldn't make it, and I ended up canceling everything because I don't like traveling when I'm sick, and I don't like eating lots of unhealthy food when I'm sick.
I just was like ignoring her. I'm like, I'm not even gonna respond to you when you tried to get my channel removed.
What? That's like some serious allegations. I did message my YouTube manager about the mukbangs getting demonetized because I was legit concerned. And initially when I messaged her, I wasn't even gonna bring up your name. I didn't even bring up your name until I think it was the second, maybe the third email between us. So I wanted to figure it out, and that's the only reason I brought up your name. I was never trying to share anything that you hadn't already shared to hundreds of thousands of people online. I thought your YouTube manager was the one who told you that mukbang videos were getting demonetized. So why would I think me sharing this with them would reflect bad on you?
Now you're trying to talk to me now, buttering me up, trying to talk to me.
I wasn't trying to talk to you or butter you up trying to talk to you.
Because your channel's dying. Like, I mean, that's really rude to say, but
that is rude to say.
Sometimes you can be a good human being like Peggy and do something nice without having to have someone announce it. Oh, by the way, I helped out Nick. Let's collab. Give me a shot. Yeah, she just did. You wouldn't even know that she was so sweet to me had I not sat here and told you. She wasn't looking for recognition. She's not looking for a shout out on like fucking Divine Munchies.
We wanted to collab a long time ago and we didn't, but since then I haven't like tried to get a shout out from you or tried to collab with you. When have I even done that at all, to be honest with you? I haven't even collabed with anybody yet on my channel.
That's how you know who you can trust. That is a perfect example of who is genuine. And no, it's so funny. Divine Munchie pretends that she's like, hello, my friends. We are here on the earth. I don't eat animals, and you shouldn't either, even though I ate it 5 months, for a couple months to make money and get subs. But no, now I'll tell you why.
Nikocado, you're saying that I ate animal products for a couple months for money. And I just want to let you know that I've been vegan and vegetarian off and on for my entire life.
I am transparent, I am genuine. The people that act like that are usually the complete opposite.
I don't sit here and pretend to be this perfect, enlightened, one human being. I don't say that I'm transparent. I just share myself, flaws and all.
I was involved with the raw food movement a lot. And I've come a whole 180, 360 around. I've been through it for years, like 5 years, right? Oh, this is spicy. And I learned through my experience, the people that are trying to tell you that they're transparent, the ones that have to sit here and tell you over and over, I am genuine, I am good, I am doing the best for everyone.
When have I over and over again said, I am genuine, I am good, I'm doing the best for everyone? When have I done that, honestly?
Follow my example. The ones that have to sit there and say that over and over are usually saying it because they're trying to prove a point that is trying to make something that's not there. And Divine Munchies, that's her character, which I've been trying to point out for a long time based on her trying to take my channel down.
It sounds like Nikocado's talked a lot of smack about me in a lot of videos. You don't know my character. But at the end, he says, well, I shouldn't say she tried to take my channel down. A lot of people already think that is what you said. I've gotten a few messages with a bunch of thumbs ups from people saying, why would you try and take Nikocado Avocado's channel down? So people are thinking that because of what you said.
That is presumptuous based on what had led up to that.
Yes, very presumptuous.
What I can say based on fact is trying to report me, trying to snitch on me, trying to tattletale on me to YouTube.
Well, I honestly didn't think I was informing anyone of anything because I thought that the information came from YouTube. I thought it came from your YouTube manager. This was information that you shared with hundreds of thousands of people. In the most recent video that he posted about the Veronica Wang situation, he said, you need tangible evidence. It was very clear how much he is advocating for. If you're gonna claim something, you need the evidence to back it up. Well, Nikocado Avocado claimed that I tried to take his channel down. I never tried to take his channel down. I'm still waiting for the evidence. Has anyone out there seen the evidence that I tried to take his channel down? It's a complete blatant lie.
The only person Nick actually cares about is Orlin. I think their relationship is incredibly dysfunctional. I bet there's far more attachment than love. But I think the only person Nick really cares about is his family, himself, and Orlin. And so Orlin, if you're watching this, or if Nick, if you're watching this, do this, if not for yourself, do this for Orlin, because he was an incredible person before he met you. That might sound rude, but it's just the truth. He was a really great person, and you have dragged him down and down and down. And Orlin, you have let him drag you down and down and down. I'm aware that you've tried to get away a few times. I don't know what's happening there. You guys are crying on camera. I don't know a lot about your relationship, but I feel like I know enough. I know how good of a person Orlin used to be. I know that you guys have all these videos where like, oh, we're breaking up for real, and you both are crying, and Orlin is like, you're ruining my life, and Nick is like, I'm ruining your life, and then the next video is like, you guys are eating together.
Love me. Yeah. Are you ever gonna say divorce again?
No, give me the fucking book.
Are you ever say it again?
It hurt.
Will you ever say divorce? Will you ever say divorce again?
No.
Do not.
Give it to me. It hurts.
He's like burning his face off with some spicy thing, and you won't hand him the milk unless he promises not to leave you. I'm pretty sure I know enough about your relationship to say that is incredibly dysfunctional. Nick is gaslighting, manipulating, being dishonest, lying, doing just terrible, terrible things to his viewers, to people in his life, to his husband, I can only imagine. And it's just really, really sad. This is his pattern. This is what he does.